The tune starts out with an arpeggiated riff from Guitar 1. Let's check it out up close. All right, so starting off with a pretty strong rhythm section with a busy bass part and a pretty solid drum groove here. So about a medium dynamic here because we're going to ramp it up going into the chorus section. But this guitar coming in by itself, playing some arpeggiations on some chord shapes of the chord progression. Okay, so we're going to start off with a C sharp minor chord, the upper part of the bar chord with the root on the A string, 4th position. Just going to play the top 3 strings here with a specific arpeggiated picking part, which just means that we're picking notes in the chord in a certain sequence. So that looks like this. It starts off like that. So you're going to want to get the 6th fret of the G string, 5th fret of the B string, and the 4th fret of the high string. Starts off with just G string, B string, G string, and then the high string. You actually let that ring out for a beat and then fill in the rest with the B string and the G string coming down the strings. Okay, we're going to do that part of it 3 more times. Okay, so you can tell that there's a little bit of an accent on that top string, okay, and I usually hit it with an upstroke just to give it a little more juice to let it stand out a little bit because that one is going a full beat rather than the 8th notes. Okay, it's actually going a quarter note, how it's sustaining. Okay. Now we're going to change chords to a G sharp minor chord. Okay, and that's still in the 4th position. We're going to grab the top 4 strings now instead of the 3 strings, adding in the root note at the 6th fret of the D string, and then barring down the 4th fret of the G, B, and E. Okay, so starting off with the D string picking for the root note, then grabbing the B string, G string, and then the high string. And then doing that same arpeggiation with letting that ring out, coming down the B and G strings, and doing that a couple more times. Okay. Next, we're just going to move this exact chord shape down 2 frets to the F sharp minor chord, exact same picking arpeggiation. Okay. Now we're going to come back to the C sharp minor chord and we're going to slide into it this time on the G string. So I'm going to slide in from about the 4th fret and make a quick slide to the 6th fret and grab that 6th fret of the G, 5th fret of the B, 4th fret of the high string shape that we use for C sharp minor. Okay, and just the first part of this arpeggiation here. So sliding in on the G string, then it's B string, G string, high string. Okay, letting that high string ring out for a quarter note, and then 2 8th notes on the B string and then G string, but then we're going to add in a single note melody here. Going to go to the 4th fret of the B string and just let it ring out with just a little bit of vibrato. Okay. And then we're going to go down 2 frets and get the 2nd, 4th, 2nd fret of the B string to end it off. So this last part's going to look like this. Okay. Now, because we're back in the 2nd position here, when we start the riff over again, right, coming into this first verse, I'm going to slide again back into the Okay, back into the C sharp minor by sliding from the 4th fret to the 6th fret of the G string and getting into position again. Okay, so anytime that you're repeating this riff, you're going to want to slide back to that C sharp minor shape. All right, so we play through this riff one time in the intro, and then the first verse starts. And we're going to play twice through it in the first verse, okay? But the second time through, it's going to change to a quick pickup into the chorus section, okay? And so it's going to end off when we go to the F sharp minor chord. Instead of coming back to the C sharp minor, okay, we're going to kick in a little bit of overdrive and move up the neck and play a different part leading into that chorus section, okay? So look out for that last time through on each verse. Now that we've broken down the verse riff on guitar 1, let's play through it slowly. Okay, starting on our C sharp minor triad, here we go slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4.